Hello and welcome back to the Hunter Call of the Wild. So today I was going to start a series called Searching for a Rare, but yesterday I was fortunate enough to get my first rare in the game, so that kind of defeats the purpose of making that series, and hopefully I already uploaded the video of that rare. If not, spoiler alert, there's a rare in this video. So I decided today we would try out the Rangemaster 338 just because we've never actually used it. So I spawned down here in Runaki, and we're going to look for some big game to test out the 338. Alright, so we got the perfect candidate to test out the 338 on. There's a small Roosevelt elk bull in front of us. Just want to crawl up to this hill so we can see. He really hasn't wanted to move. I've been calling for a while and he's just kind of been sitting there, so I've just crawled up to here. And we'll see how the 338 performs. Going for a double lung shot. And it looks like it's just going to kill him there. And he goes down. So that is a good sign. I want to see if we got the penetration to both lungs. And we did. Definitely looking good so far. Alright, looks like we got a pretty nice whitetail buck in front of us. We'll actually use the 270 because we can get gold with that. Should have been a good hit, hopefully. Because if so, I'm pretty confident that'll be a gold whitetail. Let's see what we got for blood. And it looks like it's probably just a flesh wound, unfortunately, so we'll probably get silver because he was still a decent buck. Alright, we got something moving around just in front of us. I have no idea what it is. It's just a whitetail doe. We'll take her with the 338. Just because that's the weapon I had out. And she was going to walk into the trees. No problem getting a double lung on a whitetail. Haven't found the buck yet, but his... Oh, I just leveled up. His health percentage is dropping, so we should be able to find him. Let's look at... What do we have? A skill point. So I'm starting to work on the ambusher ones, because I've done most of the stalker ones. So I just had to get that first one. The other ones weren't unlocked yet. Alright, we got another smaller bull elk. We'll try a front-on shot with the 338. Actually, okay, that was just the tree moving. I thought there was another antler back there. Should have been a drop shot, and it was. I think we took him right through the neck. Unfortunately, this whitetail is not in a very screenshot pose. That doesn't make any sense what I just said. 161, not too bad. We did get silver despite the flesh shot, so that was easily a gold if we made a good shot. And we did take this guy through the neck. Got silver on him as well. So the 338's looking pretty good in my book. Alright, so we got a pretty decent looking moose out ahead of us. I'm going to try to get to under 100 meters and we'll test out the 338. I'm going to go for a double lung shot because I know the 7mm gets a single lung generally around that range on the moose, so hopefully we can get a double lung with a 338. I really don't know which one's supposed to be more powerful. Maybe that will help us determine. So we'll check the blood and see. I don't know if a double lung shot would drop a moose anyway, or if he would still run for a bit, so seeing him run doesn't really help me determine that, so we will see what we got here in just a second. He should have been just ahead of where we're at. It looks like there's definitely vital blood there, so it's just a matter of whether it was single or double lung. Alright, he's definitely down, and he didn't run as far as most moose that I take with the 7mm, so I'm guessing he actually had a double lung shot. It was, so that was a 200 scoring moose. That wasn't bad at all. Looks like we've got a whitetail, or did I ID that? No, it could be a blacktail as well. I kind of just assumed on that one. We've got a buck ahead of us anyway. We'll see if we can get him in here. Alright, I don't know where our buck's at, but we haven't used the bow yet in this video. Took the doe down. If the buck's out here, I'm sure he'll just run right out ahead of us, and it's a lot more clear there than where we are. Am I? Oh yeah. I've been trying to do that mission for a while. I'll specifically come here and I can't do it, and then I just do it by accident. I'm still trying to call in that buck and he just never shows up. But I need the archery score still to unlock the last sight. I needed like 400 more or something, so we're not far off from that either. Maybe that buck's still down here. Alright, so we got another pretty decent moose out here. I have no idea where that blacktail buck went, but I thought maybe we could try the 338 at a bit longer distance. This shot's around 150 meters. I believe we put the crosshairs in the right spot. It's just a matter of the bullet doing its job. And I believe it did. Moose went down just in front of us, and I saw another moose run that I didn't even know was there. I don't know if that was a bull or a cow, but we're kind of moving towards that lake that was a crazy bedding area for a while, but that's been fixed. But there does still tend to be animals in the area, so maybe we'll check it out. I just want to clarify that this was a double lung shot. And it was. Really liking this 338. Got a whitetail doe down here, just a little bonus kill. I think she dropped. Yeah, I can see her there. I have the 8-16 scope on the 270 from a mission that I had to shoot a whitetail at 250 plus meters, and I've just not taken it off. Maybe I'll eventually do that. It's really not that difficult to do. I just haven't stopped to do it. Maybe I'll just do that after we grab her, because it's a bit annoying shooting anything close with that much zoom. Let me just do that. Alright, we got a really nice looking whitetail buck ahead of us. Hopefully with the different scope we'll be able to get gold on this one. Got some bull elk in the background as well, but they're not as big comparatively. Didn't want to shoot him right in the shoulder blade. There's a blacktail buck back there as well. I wonder if that's the one that I was tracking. I'll probably never know. I really hope that was lungs. I think it should have been. It was just a tad low, but I think we'll be alright. We'll have to keep our eyes open for anything that kind of swings back in our direction. I did spot him, so I know where the blood should be. Actually, I was tracking him. And it looks like non-vital, which, no, that's actually vital. I believe, yeah, he's down right there. Couldn't get his tracked, but doesn't matter. Got it now. So this should definitely be a gold whitetail. And it is. A bit smaller than the last one, 155 trophy rating, but with the right lung shot, we got the gold. Not that I need that for a mission or anything, but why not go for it? Since that elk was in the area, maybe we can find it and use the 338 on it. Alright, so this blacktail is slowly making his way into range. I might get run over by a doe here in just a moment. Hopefully she'll just flee though. I actually don't know if I can use the 600 grain arrows and still get the trophy integrity, but we are going to try. Looks like he kind of wants to leave. Looks like a good hit. Did send the other one running, which I do think is bigger, but I wanted to take this one since he was here. And actually, is that blood? Yeah, and we didn't catch lungs. I probably aimed too high. That's alright. Alright, our blacktail's down just in front of us. Most likely just a silver because we didn't catch vitals. We must have been close though, because I thought I could see the impact of the arrow. Did we shoot him in this side? Yeah, we were actually just a bit low. I wonder how far he was. Where does that say? 22 meters. I'm surprised we hit low. We aimed pretty high. Ends up being a bronze, but he was 152 score, so I think he could have been gold pretty easily if we made a good shot. It was just a bit low. We took him through both leg bones, actually, and a bit too far forward. Maybe not too low. I think we could have caught lung at that angle. But anyway, I'm going to fast travel to my tent, and hopefully that other blacktail's in the area. I'm going to grab the 243 out of here. Alright, so we found our blacktail. He does look pretty good. Just need him to present his vitals, and hopefully this doe doesn't run us over. We could probably go for a headshot, to be honest. He really does not want to come in, so we're going to do that. And we definitely dropped him. I can see his outline there. So that should be a gold blacktail, I think. He looked pretty big. I think bigger than the last one we got, and we took him with the correct weapon. 169 score, a gold blacktail. I think my first. Pretty sure I had a mission to take a gold blacktail, which I didn't just complete, so maybe I have had one in the past, but that was probably my biggest one with the trophy rating of 169, so that was pretty cool. Glad we found him. Alright, we've got a black bear here to test out the 338 on, as long as it doesn't leave us. Actually, what I'll do is just stand up and it should stand on its hind legs for us. Please. Usually it works that way. Oh. I don't know if it was going to charge us or if it just decided to come up that side, but we did drop it in its tracks. Just a single lung, able to take it down immediately. So yeah, I've got nothing but praise for this 338. It has performed above expectations on every animal I've shot it at. So I think I'm going to be carrying it on most of my expeditions in the future. Maybe we can try to find one more animal to take with it. Alright, so we got a herd of blacktail at over 300 meters here, near 350. And I'm going to use the 338. I don't really know how high I have to aim. I'm going to guess about here. That was a clean miss. Try a bit lower. Looks like we actually dropped him. Yeah, we did. See if we can get the other buck. I know the height now. Did we get him? We did. I'm going to let the does because I don't really care to take out the whole herd right now. My luck, eventually I'm going to have a not drop shot and have to track a doe, which is always just a bit annoying. So we'll go grab our couple of bucks. I've been really impressed with this 338. I know those were just blacktail, but I didn't have to aim high at all at nearly 350 meters. So I don't know if it's a lot more flat shooting than the other weapons I've been using at long distance, or if maybe I just wasn't realizing that I didn't have to aim as high as I thought, but really impressed with the performance of this 338. Alright, since this moose is out in front of us anyway, guess we'll have one last double lung shot with the 338. At least I hope that was double lung. I'm sure it probably was. I don't know if she went down below that hill, but I didn't see her come up the other side, so I can only imagine that's a yes. We'll grab her and then our couple of blacktail, even though she's out past the blacktail. I don't know how many kills we had this hunt, but it feels like it was a lot. I don't know if I could count. I think near 10 with the 338 because I'm pretty sure I bought 30 bullets and we have 20 left. I don't know. We definitely missed once here shooting at the blacktail, but I'd say we had like easily 15 kills and I've been here just over an hour, so it's been a pretty good hunt. Looks like we got vital blood on the moose, so I'm sure she's down just below the hill. So yeah, I think the 338 definitely tops the 7mm, which I imagine was the intention because the 338 was in fact more expensive. Okay, it's just weeds. I thought it might have been a bull moose. Double lung as expected. We'll run back and check the range on these blacktail that we were shooting. I think they were like somewhere between 330 and 350 meters because I don't know if I had the rangefinder exactly on them. This one would have been the further of the two. We'll see it. We have. I don't even know what mission I did. But 330 meters, double lung shot. You can see the impact almost perfect, and we aimed just above the spine. So at 300 meters, that's not that much drop. 330 meters even. And this one was 323, double lung shot again. So yeah, really impressed with that. So I think I'll be taking that out pretty much anytime I go hunting in the future. So with that, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, and I'll see you in the next one.